So over the weekend, a speaker at one of the largest pro-Israel gatherings in the US made some outstanding comments that quickly went viral.
I sound obscene. You have TikTok just smashing our young people's brains all day long with video of carnage in Gaza. Its algorithms are shaped by billions of people worldwide who don't really love Jews. Holocaust education is absolutely essential, but I think it may be confusing some of our young people, and they think, oh, anti-Semitism is like anti-Black racism, right?
Sarah Hurwitz, a former Obama speechwriter, was attending this year's Jewish Federations of North America General Assembly in Washington, D.C. when her comments surrounding the genocide in Gaza drew major backlash online. But did she hit the nail on the head about why pro-Israel narratives appear to be losing? Let's break it down. Over the last 2 years, Israel has invested heavily in trying to shape global opinion, going as far as paying some influencers up to $7,000 per post, according to reports. But social media has broadcast Israel's genocide and atrocities committed in Gaza to the screens of billions around the world as it happened. Over the weekend, Hurwitz described the impossible task for those who, like her, are still trying to galvanize support for Israel's actions.
You have TikTok just smashing our young people's brains all day long with video of carnage in Gaza. And this is why so many of us can't have a sane conversation with younger Jews, because anything that we try to say to them, they are hearing it through this wall of carnage. So I want to give data and information and facts and arguments, and they are just seeing in their minds carnage, and I sound obscene.
Here Hurwitz appears to be lamenting the empathy that Jewish people around the world have felt after watching Israel's atrocities in Gaza unfold in front of their eyes. Online, critics immediately picked apart her language and choice of words here. Some with satire.
Used to have more mainstream media, and it was more rare to see this kind of, radical anti-Israeli sentiment. And now people can just see what's actually happening all the time on their phones, so it's way harder to propagandize that.
And journalist Aaron Mate wrote on X, "For Hurwitz, the wall of carnage from Gaza isn't the issue. Young people's empathy for Palestinians is. How will powerful Zios be de-radicalized?" Next, Hurwitz, who was appointed to serve on the US Holocaust Memorial Council by Barack Obama, blamed this wall of carnage in Gaza for undoing the lessons of the Holocaust.
Holocaust education is absolutely essential, but I think it may be confusing some of our young people about anti-Semitism because they learn about big, strong Nazis hurting weak, emaciated Jews. So when on TikTok all day long they see powerful Israelis hurting weak, skinny Palestinians, it's not surprising that they think, oh, I know, the lesson of the Holocaust is you fight Israel. You fight the big, powerful people hurting the weak people.
So Hurwitz essentially argues that young Jewish people opposing Israel's actions in Gaza are misapplying the lessons of the Holocaust. The reaction online to this was fierce.
Holocaust education is really essential, but I think young people are getting confused. They're seeing videos all day long of, buildings being destroyed, children with missing limbs, innocent people literally being blown up. And the lesson that they're taking is that this is wrong. And for some reason, they don't like that. It's like, make that make sense.
Anti-Zionist Jewish voices have also criticized Hurwitz's take. One commentator wrote, "They think the lesson of the Holocaust is you fight the big powerful people hurting the weak people. Yes, that's what they taught us in Hebrew school. That never again applies to genocides committed against all of God's children, not just Jews. That includes Palestinians." But this isn't the first time Hurwitz's views have caused controversy. Here's what she said 9 months ago when Gaza encampments were spreading across US campuses.
What if a Black student came to you and said, my campus is great for Black students, but I can't wear my Black Lives Matter t-shirt, I'd get harassed. And the student's like, oh, that's racism, that's terrible. Great. Gay student says, my campus great for queer students, but if I wear my Pride t-shirt, I will be harassed. Like, it's not great. That's homophobia.
Right.
So it's like, so how come if you wear your Israel t-shirt and you get harassed, you don't think that's anti-Semitism?
Once again, conflating anti-Semitism with anti-Zionism, Hurwitz has come under scrutiny in her attempts to draw comparisons. With people on social media saying she's diminishing the struggles of both Black Americans and Palestinians in Gaza. But despite all the criticism and backlash against Hurwitz's comments made at the panel, whether intentional or not, at the crux of her argument, she lays bare what other pro-Israel voices have been reluctant to admit. The pro-Israel narrative is suffering because the world is seeing the violence in Gaza unfiltered.